Hey guys, got some new gear today. This is a Dacor Heritage 30-inch all-gas range. You can see there's the range. It's brand new. It's a Dacor. You know it's the Heritage because there's no fancy controls or nothing. All very simple. All we got on the front is the 4 burners, the oven. There's the convection on and off, and the light on and off. That's kind of the reason I bought it. It's just very simple. Our last one broke. The LCD wasn't working. It wasn't level. The top was very flimsy, which is another thing I like about this. There's 2 pieces, a left side and a right side. So this is very sturdy. Some of them have like 4 to 6 pieces, a piece in the middle. I also like here that the middle space is not wasted. Typically there might be a place where with a grill option and then it's just empty there. And I got this with the 9-inch extension for the back because we don't have any tile back there. I need to do a little paint now around where the old one was. So it's kind of a quick overview. I'll do a couple little things. We'll look around and then hopefully the performance is good. I'm going to take some measurements too and add information as well. Here's some of the accessories. There's this broil pan in that box down there is the griddle, which looks really cool. You can replace the one of the grates and put a top to bottom griddle all the way across. And there's a wok ring for using a wok, and it looks like here they gave some extra burners, and then that's my old the 3-inch back end piece that I'll save that we're not using. You can see with those grates removed, one of the reasons that I like this one is I like this flat top, and there's like not really any seams in there. There's no seam here, there's no seam here, it's all flat, no seam here. It's all really clean, which I like. So any spills that get down here, there's kind of a small seam there, maybe a little bit, but I don't know, it looks really clean and easy. And then here you can see there's this power burner here, which has the high and the low power feature, and then there's 3 of these. These are pretty cool. These knobs feel really good. You can see, like, if I turn this thing on, it's got a nice light. It's got a really nice way that it turns. That was the back one. Let's turn this one on. Right, you can see here it's on the high power. And then if I turn it all the way down low, that outside part kills, but you still got fire on the inside. So I think that's the low simmer sear or whatever it's called. And there it's all the way on high. Looks pretty good. Here inside the oven comes with 2 full slide out racks, and then the just kind of a normal cheaper one, which I don't know, maybe we won't even use. Maybe I'll just get rid of this one. I think for us 2 racks is enough. And it's got a broiler. It's kind of hard to see with the way they delivered it here, but the broiler's up there. Be interested to see how that goes in. So we're gonna probably start the burn in here and see how the temperatures work. Another thing you can see here, what has it got? It's got warm, different temperatures, broil, and then a clean on the end. I don't plan on using the clean much, but it's kind of nice that it's got that. Again, this was the oven light. It's pretty good. Our last oven you couldn't see anything inside, so I think that's probably going to work good. And then here's the convection fan on and off. Be interested to see how the performance. It was hard to find any good information about any of these products, whether they work good or not. So it's kind of a crapshoot. Here you can see I installed the griddle on the right. Looks real nice. It's got a little place for grease here. It looks like goes front to back. And I put the wok ring in just to take a quick look, see how that is. Feels pretty sturdy in there. This stuff is, it's big. It's real sturdy. I think maybe some people are concerned about putting this in the dishwasher because it's so large. I don't think I really plan on doing that. I think it's easy to clean by hand, and I like that it's big and it's freaking not going to move around. That thing is right on point. This thing feels real solid. It's definitely good build quality and construction, so we'll see how the performance is soon. So as per the manufacturer's instructions, we're going to put it on broil for 10 minutes to do a burn-in. And then we're going to do 350 for 30 minutes. And I think while I'm doing that part of the burn-in, I think I'm going to use my chef alarm there and see if 350 matches the 350 on the dial. So I think that'll be interesting. Some other neat little features I'm just finding while messing with it that I never, you wouldn't catch in the store. So check this out. This one, to turn it on, you go here, and it kind of locks here, and that's on the high setting. It locks, and then you push in to reduce it. And then it locks here again around the middle, and you push to go down. There's a max griddle where it kind of stops and locks, and then the simmer. The max griddle, I guess that's the max temperature it wants for the griddle, I guess? I'll have to read the instructions. And then you push, and then it locks around here, 3/4. And then you push again, and then here's the max. It kind of locks in place. I think that's pretty cool. The other thing I've noticed, like, you hold it, sometimes it does it, sometimes it doesn't. If you push and go to here, it'll do gas and then light. That was kind of cool. So if you get the hang of it, you push in, go like that, it does gas, and then boom, lights up. I think that's pretty cool. So this is a little bit interesting. So we're doing the burn-in, and I've got this set at 350. So we can get a cut shot there. There's the line, 350. Maybe a little bit above 350? About 350. And this one, I don't know if it's because I did the burn-in with the broiler first, but it went up to 420, and then it came down to 360, and then it climbed back to 390, and now it's coming down. So it sounds like it's got like a little bit of an algorithm going to settle that temperature. But it's been 30 minutes, and it's still settling to 350. So I mean, to me, it's kind of working kind of like a grill almost, but with some logic. I mean, I'm not a super big oven user, but I think that could be an issue for some people if they want real accurate oven temperatures. I'm not sure, but then a lot of people haven't really actually measured the oven, their own oven. This one doesn't have any beep or anything that tells you when the oven's going to be at the certain temperature that they want. But then again, if an oven does have a beep and shows or has a readout that shows you the temperature, have you actually measured it? I'd be interested to see if anybody has any comments about what they think about this performance, or have they measured their own grill with more of a digital system. It's a nice looking manual, and I have confirmed where it says what does it say here? Higher settings will damage the griddle. So that max griddle setting is the maximum you're supposed to use with the griddle. Isn't that interesting? It's a good thing they put a label on the knob. We're going to do the kids test. Kyle, put your hand here. Is it safe? Kyle, put your hand here. Is it okay? That's good, because I've got little burns on my hands from when I was a young kid, and I burned my hand on the oven door. But this one is kid approved. What do you think, buddy? Kid approved? Say yes. And can you touch the knob? Can you turn that? Kid, turn it, turn it. Can you turn it? Kyle, turn it. Turn it. Can you turn the knob? No, it's also kid approved. Good job, Kyle. Say high five. High five. So I let the burn-in run a little bit long. It's been about 45 minutes. You can see the maximum it hit was 430, and it's actually kind of starting to climb back now, and I kind of get it now. So this says 350, and that little light just all of a sudden turned on, and it started to add some heat at 360. So actually, I think the dial is off a little bit. And when it hits a certain amount, that little light turns on to tell you that it's going to add a little bit more heat, and then it's going to bump up a little bit, and then it's going to take a rest. And just to give you some idea here, if I turn on this light, you can see that's where my oven probe is, right there in the middle there. So if I turn over, you can kind of see that. That's my oven probe. And that's what we're doing, and you can see now it's started to climb. So I think on this dial, that 350 is right around actually 375. So that's fine for me. You know, I'm used to how this works with a grill, and I can deal with that. But for some bakers, maybe that might be an issue. But this little light is kind of the one that kind of tells you the typical maybe beeping sound that goes on with a, you know, one of those digital grills with all the fancy timers and all that stuff that I don't want, because there's so many iPods and iPhones and Alexas and all those. I don't want any of that stuff in my appliances anymore. So I'm starting to get it now. This is 370. Now the light is off and it's not adding any more heat, which is efficient because we're not wasting any money by extra gas because this unit is insulated. So kind of bumps up and down, but that's cost effective, and I think I'm cool with that. Burn-in is over. Just a quick note that the convection didn't really seem to make any difference on the temperature. It's still around 350, and it's still bumping between 360 and 380 is kind of where it wants to be, but no difference based upon the convection. Probe is still in the same spot.
So good morning, we're checking the warm setting. I just woke up and decided to check a few more things. The warm here is about 240. The light just turned off. That seems a little bit warm to me. I got that probe there, same spot in the middle. And that's where the warm's sitting. So the warm is like American barbecue, slow and low, it seems. I'm gonna try the dial a little bit lower than warm and see what we get. But that's where we're sitting at with warm. Another thing that I'm checking out here on the door, I really like the door, the way it feels. Doesn't really have that. Some people use this like door cracked open thing with the oven, which I don't really do. This one's not really well set up for that. Just doesn't bother me, but that could be a thing for some people. Having the door cracked open, it's not really set up for that, but that's about as cracked as you can do it. When you get a little closer, it starts to close, which is fine for me, but I think some people may want that door cracked open thing for some reason. Not me, but just a comment about that.
Okay, so we're going to do a quick egg breakfast so you can see that oil is centered and the oven range is nice and level. And move that around. We got some egg with some pepper, salt, thyme, cheese, Parmesan cheese. This is getting nice. That looks like that's working good. Some nice heat there. That one's on full setting. You can see it's got some nice heat. And we're going to see how this goes. Breakfast time. That pan had heat up super fast, and we got a nice color on that egg, which is what I'm looking for. So that works fine for me. Another quick comment about that warm. You could probably turn that warm on if you wanted to keep a pizza warm, and just freaking after it comes up, just turn it off. Just close the oven, man. This thing's a brick house. That'll just stay warm for probably an hour or more. So keep it warm. You just get it started, close it, and just turn it off. You can see it just sitting there. I think it's going to sit there for a long time. Okay, so the Dacor Heritage Series 30-inch gas range. I'm going to call this review a wrap. I'm pretty happy it's doing the things I want. It looks great, easy to clean, looks solid. I like the way the knobs and everything operate. A couple of notes I'm kind of starting to realize. This Max Griddle here, yeah, I'm going to be using that, I think, pretty much just for pancakes, because that temperature is, for me, is going to be too low from the manufacturer's recommendations for fajitas or burgers or anything like that, searing. So for that, I'm going to stick with my, you make the fajitas, I'm going to use my old Lodge cast iron there and turn that thing all the way up to 11. But that'll be fine. I think that griddle came with it would be great for pancakes. And again, you know, this had what I was looking for, which is I like this nice solid 2 pieces here. Basic 4 burners, basic controls, simple, easy to use. I really like this flat surface underneath, clean up spills. So I think it's going to work good and look great for a long time, the basic kind of stuff that I do. So that's kind of what I was looking for. I think some people, if they're real picky about their oven and oven temperatures, they may want to explore that a little bit more. But even those fancy ones with all the digital readouts and everything, I don't think those are accurate either. So, because thermodynamics doesn't work. Like, the temperature just doesn't come up and just magically stop and stay at one point with the gas turning on and off. That's not how things work. So if those things need to be measured. So I'd be interested to hear anybody's comments about that, or if you have any measurements of your own. So let's call that a wrap. Great product, and I'm looking forward to years of use, and hopefully we'll have some reliability. If anybody else wants me to take any other specific measurements or try any of the features, leave me a comment, and thanks a bunch for watching.